Should you take advantage of Black Friday prices for DA workshops or maybe for any potential workshops or training courses that you're considering? My topic of discussion for today, hi, I'm Joshua Barnes. And for those of you that have watched any of the previous live streams that I've done over the years, this one's going to be just a little bit different. I really wanted to just share some thoughts on Black Friday, some of the things that we are getting contacted on at Process Mentors and Success Mentors University. And then I wanted to also just give a little context for the DA workshops. So I'll kind of get right on with the first point that I wanted to talk about today. So yeah, Black Friday and pricing, and we've got Cyber Monday coming up. And this year in particular, we've been getting contacted quite a bit, and the requests or the question we get asked is, "Hey, so your prices are higher than some of the other training providers, and they also have larger discounts for Black Friday. So can you match it, or sometimes even better, can you beat it?" And the thing about it is that we see a lot of discounts during this type of year for whatever type of product or service. And one of the things that I have talked about before in other live streams is just what you get from the training provider that you select, right? And it's kind of like airlines, right? I mean, you can take a really low cost provider like I don't know, Spirit Airlines, who's got not a great reputation in the marketplace, or a more preferred provider, and you're going to get different level of service. You're going to get addressed differently. You're going to probably have a different value proposition. And what I'd like to encourage is for anyone out there considering specifically the DA workshops, but again, this can apply to pretty much any training you would take, is to take a look at it, not just the training provider and maybe not just looking at the price, but take a look at the instructors. Does the training provider have an instructor listed? And if so, can you go out and take a look, on LinkedIn, take a look at maybe their background? That only takes a couple of seconds. Or even take a look at the types of posts or comments or things that they're putting out there. It's one of the things that definitely differentiates the quality of the training experience, not just from the course materials, but what you're going to get within a given workshop. I'd encourage you to take a look at some of our instructors. I mean, we've got Glenn Little. So in the DA space, Glenn is one of 4 Discipline Agile fellows out there in the world. Glenn has created a lot of the content that's in Discipline Agile, and he delivers DA, SM, and SSM courses for us. Compared to other instructors that might be delivering a DA course today and maybe a Scaled Agile Framework course, early next week, and a multitude of other courses where they might just be reading the speaker notes that somebody else has written in the course materials. They might not have actual experience that they're able to draw upon to answer questions, provide a bit of context about scenarios that they've been in that really tie what you're going to get in the training and be able to apply it to your given situation. The last thing here I'll mention is just there's more to training than the cost of the course, right? Because it's your time that's in the class, right? It's your time also to potentially figure out where and how to study for a certification exam if there is one that's part of the course. More time to try and figure out how you would actually use the information. So if you're potentially just looking to check a box and you want to get a certification and put that credential on your LinkedIn profile, sure, I get there are people out there that are just very cost conscious, especially if you're paying for it versus your employer paying for it. But outside of those types of situations, I would encourage you to really take a look at who's going to be delivering that course, the experience they've got, and the overall value that you're going to potentially get from it. And what I'd like to do is take you, I'm going to share my screen. Let me get into banners to get this off, and I will get profile view up here. And so I'd like to share a little bit some of the thoughts on on the DA courses, right? This is another thing that we regularly get contacted about. What's the value of the course? Is, this one versus another one good for me? And yes, so we also have our Black Friday week, and coupon codes down there. We do 20% off of our courses, and that's really the biggest discount we typically offer in any context. So getting into the Discipline Agile courses, one thing we are doing is we do have an introduction to Discipline Agile. This is a 1 hour on-demand video course. We have made this completely free for the entire week. You don't have to buy a package. You don't have to do anything else other than just come to our learning platform and enroll for free. We have had, I think we're pretty close to maybe 25,000 people in total that have gone through this course. So it's a very good fundamental course. Again, for Black Friday, we're going to make this completely free. Now, the next course is the Discipline Agile Scrum Master course. And this workshop, as you can see here, it's really intended for just about anyone. This is a fundamentals course or a foundational course. So this is all about the knowledge and skills needed to work on a lean or agile team to deliver value effectively and predictably. And we, in this course, cover not only the materials that are part of the instructor-led version, but we bring a lot of our own experience in having worked with many, many organizations over the past 10 years to adopt Discipline Agile, to use a very flexible and outcome-driven approach. And some of the learning objectives, right, that you would benefit from taking this course are kind of here. I mean, we're going to cover a bit of what DA is, how it compares to some of the other more prescriptive frameworks that are quite popular today. A lot of the introduction to Discipline Agile beyond sort of our 1 hour on-demand course. This is for you, right? This gives you a really great overview of what DA is and, again, how you're going to get value out of it. Moving to the next one up, which is the Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master. And this one kind of moves a bit beyond the team level. We start to see in this workshop where we're getting into, I'll scroll down here a little bit to get into the learning objectives. All right, so we're now getting into a bit of the next layer up over team level. So we get into DevOps, we get into the value stream layer within Discipline Agile. And this is really geared to start showing those of you that would be in a team lead, a team level coach role, or you want to understand what you should be seeing from somebody that's in that role, how they can provide value in more complex or more complicated situations. If we've got one team that is doing a pretty significant enhancement to a product, but there's another team or two that also have to do maybe more minor enhancements, but because of the way the products are integrated, there is some amount of work, which means there are dependencies and there's coordination. Now we need to start taking a look at the way of working that would be most ideal for getting that type of value completed and consumable. So that's a lot of what we focus on in the Discipline Agile Senior Scrum Master course. Now, as we get up into Discipline Agile Coach course, what's really getting exciting now is that in both the Discipline Agile Coach workshop and the Discipline Agile Value Stream Consultant workshop, we have a very unique approach to identifying impediments or challenges or just areas of competencies within the given area. And this is called a rapid design workshop component of both of these courses. And this is where we are, facilitating through a very collaborative type of tool to understand where some of the improvement opportunities are, what options are available within the DA knowledge base to be able to potentially make an improvement there, and how we would form an improvement backlog to be able to put into action and start making improvements and measuring to see if an improvement has been made. So if you are an agile coach, regardless of maybe where your experience or your current focus is from a alternative framework perspective, if you're a project manager, program manager, we've seen product owners that have gone through this course so that they understand product owners and program managers. So we kind of have a list of all of the people that we've gotten feedback from that have been in these roles that have gotten a benefit from going through the workshop. The other thing that is unique about the Discipline Agile Coach course is that it does use a scenario, a case study that is far removed from software development or from IT. And so it provides an opportunity for a lot of thought provocation to really understand how we can identify and make improvements that no matter what type of work, no matter what type of product or service that you're potentially working on, would be applicable. And the last of the Discipline Agile certification workshops is the DAVSC, the Discipline Agile Value Stream Consultant. And the thing about this course is this is one that has a connection to Discipline Agile and the Discipline Agile knowledge base. But it really focuses on the fundamental knowledge and skills needed to align the value stream and to optimize flow, right? Again, this has a rapid design workshop component. It's got a few other tools that we bring into the workshop to be able to, again, see where we might have some constriction, see where there's an impediment or a constraint or a bottleneck, and how we can potentially address that. So this is a course that is good for consultants. I mean, it's right in the name of it. But I would say that in the deliveries we've done of the DAVSC, and this goes back, I delivered the global pilot for PMI. We've kind of been measuring that we've got about 50-50 between people that are in sort of external consulting positions. They're working at a consulting company and they're working with customers, working with clients. And the other 50% are people that are employees of organizations, whether they're in a leadership position, they're in something that's more of a program manager, which is kind of very similar to sometimes what we'd see in a value stream manager type of role. This course is definitely for you. So that's the 4 courses that we've got from PMI that have certifications. Now, the other thing I'll do just a quick view on is if we go to our value stream management courses, again, we've got the DAVSC, but we also have this course, Value Stream Management for Leadership and Project Managers, or this could really just say project professionals. And this is a one-day workshop, and we have designed this course. Now, this isn't a certification course. This is a workshop designed for putting value stream management principles into action and getting a very good understanding of not only the principles, but it is very example based. So we have examples to really take the knowledge you learn in a lot of the workshops, again, a lot of the certification workshops, and combine that with examples to show you what some of these practices in action can look like. So yeah, this is again one of the workshops we're actually I'd say most proud about. It's got again a lot of content for all the roles, some similar roles that I showed you for the DAVSC. But yeah, we're really taking a look at a connection also in this workshop to the things that we see leadership. And if we take a look at the State of Agile report every year, our time to market is too long, work isn't visualized, the time for feedback is long, and potentially long and not actionable. Work spends more time waiting versus, doing states, and our planning cycles are limiting our business agility. So another opportunity to learn about value delivery and value stream management. So, that's a lot of what I wanted to cover today. Let me go ahead and just get this out of there. If you do have any questions, again, by all means, reach out to me on LinkedIn or send us an email, contact us. Also, again, I encourage you to really take a look at those Black Friday discounts. Take a look at what you'd be getting for some of these really low prices for the deliveries of the workshops. Take a look at the people delivering those courses, their background, their experience, and definitely, I'd say, definitely question if an instructor isn't listed or somebody you can't easily find information on LinkedIn on. Okay, hopefully all of you will be signing up for whatever type of workshop is going to help your learning journey and the value you deliver. And I'll see you on our next live stream. Thanks, everyone.